Hello, today I am going to show how to make a very simple rasam, a simple healthy and tangy rasam. Rasam is the South Indian version of clear tomato soup. Okay, the ingredients needed are few peppercorns, a few cloves of garlic. It could be lesser. Okay, I like garlic a little bit. And this is jeeragam. Jeeragam is, I think, fennel seeds. Okay, and this is tipili. Tipili, the scientific name is Piper longum. Piper longum, I think. Okay, so Google it. If you don't have it, that's fine. And just a few coriander seeds. Okay, you need tomatoes. I love tomatoes, so I have like 3.5 tomatoes, a little bit of tamarind water, just a little bit, some turmeric powder and mustard seeds for tempering, and just a small teaspoon of oil. These are the things that you need to make this rasam. Rasam is a Sanskrit word that literally means the essence. So take a pan or a pot and heat it up, and the first step is we are going to dry roast all these ingredients: peppercorns, garlic, fennel seeds, tipili if you have it. Tipili is the Tamil name, Piper longum is the scientific name. I do not know what the English name is. Coriander seeds. If you don't have this Piper longum, don't worry. Okay, I am going to dry roast it in low heat. Okay, this is too high, the heat is too high, so I am going to reduce it like that. Under low heat, first I am going to dry roast it. It is very important that you don't burn it. As I roast it, I can smell. Oh, it smells really good. Just for a few minutes. It is to bring out the flavor. Just for a few minutes you dry roast it, that's all. Under low flame. This is very important, or else you will burn it. Once I start smelling the spices, I turn off the fire because I don't want to burn it. It's just a gentle dry roast, just to bring out the flavor. I apologize for the bad camera angle because I am the cook as well as the cameraman, so sometimes I mess up. So right now there is no fire and I am still turning it around. So just leave it like it is in the pot for about 2 minutes. The next thing I am going to do is I am going to transfer this onto this stone mortar and pestle thing. If you don't have it, you can even grind it in a blender, but I like this because it makes it coarse. And now this pot is still hot, so I am going to reheat it to keep the process going so as to conserve energy. Okay, and while it is getting heated up, I am going to grind this up with this. I have to keep the phone down and do it, so I will show you the end product after I have done it. Okay, now you can see how I have ground it up. Okay, the skin of the corn blob, what is that? Garlic. you're not supposed to eat it. So don't eat it, even if it is in the rasam. It will settle down in the bottom. Don't eat it. It may give you some stomach trouble. It is just for flavor. Now we go back to this. And add some oil, little bit of oil, that's it. And once the oil gets heated up, I will put some mustard seeds into it. While this was getting hot, I chopped up my tomatoes. Okay, now I am going to add mustard seeds, little bit. You can hear it crackling, right? So now it has stopped crackling, which means that all the mustard seeds have in fact burst. And now I am going to add this tomato. Here. And a little bit of salt to break it down. Okay, this salt is not for taste, it is so that the tomato starts to cook. And now you can turn up the flame if you want, because you can see how much water the tomato has. So now you can turn up the flame if you wish. I'm looking for a lid. Ah, there it is. And now it can cook well. Now you can see that the tomatoes has started to cook, and to this I am going to add about 3 to 4 grams or maybe 5 grams, I do not know, it's just a small spoonful of turmeric powder, curcumin pulver or turmeric powder. And then just stir it up. And again let it cook. Now you can see that the tomato is cooking reasonably well, it is half cooked. To this I am going to add the tamarind water. And close it for another 5 minutes in low flame. And you may be wondering when I will add these spices. I always add the spices at the end, because if you cook the spices for too long, all the gentle flavors of those spices will just fly away with the steam, and what will remain is just some harsh flavor of that spice. So if you want to really taste the spices that you are eating, it is always best to add them at the end, 2 or 3 minutes before you stop the fire. Okay, but this is not for everything, but generally speaking I add it only at the end. Okay, so as this is cooking, I have kind of scraped up this to transfer to that mixture that is now cooking. Okay, so when I transfer the spices, I put it in low. I hope I can do this without dropping the stone. I need really 2 hands. And what remains here, I'm going to put some water in it. Kind of wash it like so. Okay, now I'll just mix it up and again let it cook for 2 or 3 minutes. This is done. All I have to do is add salt to taste, and if you like it a bit more watery, you can add water as much as you want. The more water you add, the more salt you must add. So I don't like to consume a lot of salt, so I like to have it thick. This may not look like a rasam, but if you want it to be really thin, if you want it to be really watery, you can add more water to it. Okay? So this is basically the essence of rasam. The rasam of rasam is this. And if you have fresh coriander leaves, after you are done, you can add it on top. This is going to cook for just another 2 minutes and it is done. So now I added a little bit more water to it and a little bit more salt, and it is done. And I tasted it, it's so good. That tipili, that piper longum, it dances on your tongue. It's a beautiful spice, it's really sharp. So, but if you don't have the piper longum, that is fine too. You can just use the normal pepper like I did. This pepper is good enough too. So this ends the rasam. If you have fresh coriander leaves, you can put a little bit of them on top. Hope this was of some use to you. Bye.